And we start here at 5 with breaking news. 3 people shot in Boyle Heights.
And KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers has been tracking this breaking news from the desk. Mike?
Yeah, Pat and Rudabeh, what we know here is that 3 people were shot. We believe one of them a 20-year-old, the other 2 maybe just 16 years old. LAPD's Hollenbeck division is investigating this. Right now, they don't have anybody in custody. This all happening at the intersection of Soto and Cesar Chavez. You see the large response from both the LA City Fire Department and the LAPD. Here's the thing, though. When we were listening to the radio about where these people were going to be transported, we noticed they were not going to the closest hospital. I want to come to my computer here, and I'm going to show you the reason why. The shooting scene here, as I mentioned, at Soto and Cesar Chavez. The next nearest hospital, look at this, LA County General Medical Center. That is about 1.2 miles and about 7 minutes away from this shooting. However, at least one of the victims, the most critical victim, was taken here to Huntington Memorial Hospital. That is in Pasadena. Why did a gunshot victim from Boyle Heights end up at a hospital in Pasadena, which, by the way, is about 9.1 miles away and 25 minutes from the shooting location? Because of the impending strikes that we just mentioned, the SEIU strikes. LA City Fire Department confirming with me tonight that LA County General Medical Center is what is called a divert. That means ambulances not being accepted, at LA County General. That means this gunshot victim, instead of going to a hospital that was about 1 mile away, then had to go to a hospital that was 10 miles away while he was in critical condition. LA City Fire says they do check with the hospital moments before the transport, and in this situation, they were told not to bring that critical gunshot patient just down the street to LA County General.
Okay, Mike, and what Mike just talked about could be the first glimpse of the possible impact an impending strike could have on LA County services.
In fact, 55,000 unionized workers set to walk off the job in just less than 2 hours. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen is in Boyle Heights with a look at where the two sides stand.
Some people have trauma and some people have stuff that they're going through.
Danny, who asked us not to share his last name, going along with his wife to her mental wellness appointment on the campus of LA General Medical Center.
It's helping a lot, you know?
The LA County funded facility is poised to be part of a strike involving 55,000 county union workers. Disruptions are aimed at public services from healthcare and social work to libraries and parks. The union says a major sticking point has been over a 0% increase for cost of living.
Zero is not an offer. It's a slam door. It's an insult.
We did start with 0%, but it's bargaining. They started with I think 40%.
The chair of the Board of Supervisors says the county has been negotiating in good faith for months. The contract expired at the end of March.
Were you impacted by the Eaton fire?
Yes.
Cynthia Mitchell is a registered nurse who lost her home in the Eaton fire. She says there are 1,200 vacant jobs that need to be filled, and she accuses the county of unfair labor practices by contracting out positions.
This battle it is about protecting our jobs. We are working short-staffed consistently.
The county disputes claims it engaged in unfair labor practices, adding it faces unprecedented stresses on our budget, including a tentative $4 billion settlement of thousands of childhood sexual assault claims. While Danny says people like his wife rely on a routine schedule.
How important is that consistency? It's very important. Same way you got to eat and sleep every day, you got to rest every day, you can't skip it. It's just as vital.
The Department of Mental Health says services won't be disrupted during a strike, while the county says emergency rooms and urgent care facilities will remain open while both sides continue with talks. In Boyle Heights, Jeff Nguyen, KCAL News.
Again, county agencies that could be affected by the job action: libraries, parks and recreation staff, public works, the medical examiner's office, beaches and harbors staff, and traffic and lighting personnel.